Welcome back. Today, we're continuing our series on understanding our growth. Let's talk about social life. Have you noticed your circle getting smaller lately? You might feel like you're losing friends. As we get older, it's normal for the number of friends to decrease. Our focus naturally shifts from quantity to quality. It's not about how many people you know, but how deeply you are known by the ones who stay. Remember, losing friends as you grow is a standard part of the journey. It's normal. This leads us to another vital skill in our social evolution, the power of the word no. Saying no to requests often feels like we're letting others down, but it's actually about self-preservation. Saying no doesn't diminish your identity, it defines it. It's about setting healthy boundaries. When you say no to the wrong things, you're saying yes to your own peace and mental well-being. Protecting your energy isn't selfish, it's normal. Finally, let's look at the people closest to us. Family dynamics can be the most challenging to navigate. It's normal to not see eye to eye with your family on everything as you grow into your own person. Those disagreements actually show that your own identity is growing and becoming independent. Maturity isn't about constant agreement, it's about maintaining love despite the differences. Having your own voice, even within your family, is a sign of health. It's normal. So remember, your social circle may change, and that's okay. You are focusing on quality. Your no is a tool for your mental health, defining who you are and what you value. And your differences with family are simply the growing pains of a strong, independent identity. By accepting these changes as normal, you reduce your stress and improve your mental well-being. Take a deep breath. You are exactly where you need to be on your journey. Keep focusing on your peace, stay hydrated, and remember to listen to your body. Join our community for more wellness insights. Together, we can make the hard things feel a little more normal. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one. Have you ever felt that sinking feeling when your tech doesn't behave perfectly? Today, we're looking at why some problems are actually just part of the journey. We often worry that our devices are failing us, but many times, what we perceive as a fault is actually a sign of the system doing its job. In our It's Normal series, we frame these challenges as standard components of modern life to help you stay calm and informed. First, let's talk about heat, specifically when your phone starts to feel like a pocket heater while you're gaming or editing. When you play a heavy game or edit a high-resolution video, your phone's processor is working at its maximum capacity. Just like an engine in a car, high performance generates heat. It's a natural byproduct of the immense data processing happening inside. So, if your phone gets hot during these tasks, don't panic. It is normal. It simply shows that the processor is working exactly as it should. Whether it's rendering a 4K clip or running a massive open-world game, that warmth is the sign of power in action. Modern phones are designed to move this heat to the outer shell so it can dissipate. That's why you feel it in your hands. Once the task is finished, the temperature will drop. It's a healthy cycle of performance and recovery. Now, let's address something that causes even more anxiety: reduced battery life. This is where things get interesting. If you notice your battery doesn't last as long as it did when you first bought the phone a year ago, you might think it's just old. But consider this: it might not be a natural chemical process of degradation. In many cases, it's a sign that something is actually broken. When a battery fails prematurely or significantly, it's often an internal fault rather than simple wear and tear. A phone only a year old should still have a very healthy battery. If it's failing now, it's a signal to take a closer look. The internal chemistry is resilient. Significant drops in capacity within a year are red flags for hardware issues. Understanding the difference between normal aging and a broken component can save you from a lot of unnecessary frustration. If your battery is truly failing after just a year, it's time to seek professional help rather than just accepting it as normal. Knowing what is a functional reality, like heat, and what is a genuine fault, helps you navigate the tech world with confidence. Life becomes easier when we realize that many people often have worries that seem to be only ours. What worries you today may actually be normal. Realizing this can be the first step toward true peace of mind. After seeing these points, which one worried you the most? But now that you know it is normal, how did you feel? Write your opinion in the comments. Also, like and share the video so that others can see it. See you in the next video. If you are concerned about your health and mood, you must watch this video. Let's start with your health. Many things we often mistake for serious illnesses are actually perfectly normal body processes. Ever had that sudden startle right as you're falling asleep? It's called a hypnic jerk. This is a perfectly normal neurological process. It's just your body settling down, not a sign of any disorder. When you're excited or scared, your heart beats faster. That's your body's natural fight or flight response. It's a vital mechanism for survival that's built into us, not a sign of heart disease. Occasional forgetfulness, like losing your keys or forgetting a person's name for a few seconds, is quite common. It's simply a minor mental processing glitch, not an early sign of dementia. Moving on to emotions. We often ask ourselves, why am I like this? But many of these feelings are entirely natural. It is normal to feel lonely even when you are surrounded by people. You're not alone in that feeling. It's simply a sign that your mind is seeking a deeper, more meaningful connection with others. It's human nature to feel a little jealous when you see someone else's success. It's a moderate, normal emotion. The key is to control that feeling and use it as motivation for your own personal growth. Feeling like you want to do absolutely nothing? Don't worry. It's wrong to stress about needing a break. Your mind needs rest to recharge. In fact, doing nothing is often the best fuel for creativity. Our social lives naturally change as we get older, and many of these shifts are perfectly healthy. It's normal for the number of friends to decrease as we age. It's not a loss, but a shift. Your focus is simply shifting from quantity to quality, which is a sign of true personal maturity. Saying no to requests doesn't diminish who you are. In fact, it's about setting healthy boundaries. Setting these boundaries is an act of self-respect that protects your time and mental energy. It's normal to not see eye to eye with your family on everything. Different perspectives are natural. These disagreements show that your own unique identity is growing and becoming stronger. Even our technology has behaviors that might seem like faults, but are actually quite standard. If your phone gets hot while you're playing a heavy game or editing a video, don't worry, it's normal. It simply shows that the processor is working hard to deliver the performance you need. If the battery doesn't last as long after a year, it's usually a natural chemical process called degradation. It's a standard part of tech life, not necessarily a sign that your device is broken. Life becomes easier when we realize that many people often have worries that seem to be only ours. What worries you today may simply be normal. Understanding this is the first step to peace. Which of these points worried you the most? Now that you know it's normal, how do you feel? Write your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to like and share. See you in the next video. Have you ever felt a sudden wave of emotion and wondered, why am I like this? It's a common question that often comes with a side of worry or self-judgment. Today, we're exploring 3 feelings that people often stress about, but are actually perfectly normal parts of the human experience. First, let's talk about loneliness. It is a profound feeling that can strike even when you are surrounded by people, at work, at a party, or even with family. Many of us worry that this isolation means we are failing socially, or that something is fundamentally wrong with our lives. In reality, loneliness is just a signal. Think of it like hunger, but for your soul. It's a sign that your mind is seeking deeper, more meaningful connection. It's normal to feel this way, and acknowledging it is the first step toward finding the community you crave. It's just your internal compass pointing you toward others. Then there's envy. We often feel guilty or bad for feeling a little jealous when we see a friend's promotion or a stranger's highlight reel. We worry it makes us a petty person, but it's actually rooted in our natural human instincts to observe and improve. Envy, in moderation, is human nature. The key isn't to suppress it or feel ashamed, but to control your emotions and use them as fuel for your own growth. Instead of asking, why them? Try asking, what does this reveal about what I want? It's normal to feel that spark. Use it to light your own fire and guide your path. Finally, that feeling of simply wanting to do nothing. We live in a world that prizes constant productivity and hustle culture, so we worry when we feel stagnant or unable to get things done. We feel like we're falling behind the rest of the world. But it's wrong to worry about not being able to do anything all the time. Your mind needs rest just as much as your body does. In fact, doing nothing is often when creativity finds the space to bloom. Rest isn't a lack of progress, it's the foundation for it. It is perfectly normal to pause and recharge your spirit. When we stop fighting these natural feelings, we reclaim the energy we were using to hide them. This acceptance is the heart of the "it's normal" mindset. It allows you to move forward with clarity and peace instead of self-judgment and stress. Loneliness, envy, and the need for rest. These aren't flaws to be fixed. They are standard components of the journey. When you feel them, just breathe and remember, it's normal. Be kind to yourself as you navigate these emotions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.